Use this line right here. You guys mind hopping over here, hop on this line facing the beach? Alright, so the first thing we gotta figure out is what your surfing stance is, what forward you are while you're standing on the surfboard, alright? You guys did the surfing last year. Do you remember how you stood on the boards?
Nope.
Nope?
No.
Alright, here's a little test. Put your feet together, just face the water, alright? Alright, no, right on the line, there you go. Ready, bud? Maybe a little push. Alright, so right there, you're gonna be left foot forward. You wanna stand like that? See how that feels? You wanna stand with left foot forward? Yeah, does that feel good? You're surfing that way? Yeah, alright. Alright, so you'll be right foot forward. So you like stand like that? See how that feels? You like that? Yeah, alright.
I think right foot forward feels better on this. No, left foot forward.
Left foot. That feel good? Alright, cool. Right on. Alright, remember what foot forward you are, bud? Yeah, left foot. Alright, left, right, left. Cool, too easy. I'm left, so when I'm explaining bringing the front foot forward, we'll hear that in a little bit. You'll see I'm bringing it forward the left, so that's just a personal thing. It's like riding left to your righty. No real right or wrong.
I'm righty.
Alright, cool. Right on. Alright guys, follow me down to the bellies. Alright, so we get acquainted here on the sand for a second. So the first thing, obviously in surfing, is catching the wave, paddling, alright? So we're going to go to the proper paddling technique. So what you want to do is you're going to be left and right, one arm and then the other, following all the way through on your strokes. You want to be looking forward, looking at where you're going, and making sure you're nice and balanced. And the strongest part of your paddle comes from your shoulders back, okay? So make sure you're reaching forward and pulling that water all the way behind you, following all the way through. You don't want to do two at a time, because right here, nothing's happening, okay? You want to have one and another, so you're constantly driving forward into the wave. Yeah. Sweet. And then I'll be out there, notice I didn't carry a board down for myself. I'm gonna be out there standing in the water, helping select the waves and push you guys into the waves. So I don't want you going crazy paddling super hard and getting unbalanced. I want you to focus on nice smooth paddles. Because I'll be there to give you a little push to make sure you're in the wave, okay? Alright, and then once you're in the wave, once I'm giving you that nudge, you're gonna hear me yell stand up, pop up, or anything super loud. And that means it's time to go to the feet, okay? So we're gonna go through 3 easy steps right now together. I'll do them with you guys. We'll do them nice and slow, and then we'll try and build some speed into it. Because the faster you can get to your feet, the sooner you're on your shredding. And we'll try and get into like one smooth motion, okay? But right now we'll do it nice 3 easy steps, okay? So after paddling, when I say pop up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your toes together. You're gonna bring your hands in nice and tight to the armpits. Your thumbs tickling the armpits. You can do a push up. And then from there, bring your front foot as far up underneath you as you can, straight up underneath. And then from there, just twist it up, alright? Yeah. And when you land, you're gonna land with your feet sideways to the board, your knees are nice and bent, alright? That lowers your center of gravity and really locks you in while you're surfing. Alright, and your upper body is nice and relaxed. You just did a ton of work paddling. So just let your upper body relax, your hands are kind of hanging low. So you bring your hands out like this, it actually raises your center of gravity, makes it sort of wobbling around. So just let the upper body relax and hang out, alright?
Okay.
Alright, ready? Back down with me. Alright. Sweet. So, we'll do that again, okay? Nice and slow, all together. So a couple paddles. Here we go. Now toes together, hands in, push up, front foot, twist. Yeah, right on. Alright, bud, real quick. Wanna hop back down? Hop back down to your belly. Alright, ready? Now do the push up. Push straight up. And now when you bring your front foot, hold on, put that foot back, bring that one back, go straight and push up, just that, now twist. Yeah, right? Alright, because if you walk up the board like that, you're going to have too much weight forward, you're going to nosedive, but that's no fun. You're doing one extra step. So just bring forward this foot. You leave the back foot on the board planted at all times, okay? Right on, that keeps you in the right position. Alright? Sweet. Alright, back down guys. Alright. Like I said, we're going to run through this a couple times, so now we're going to go even faster, okay? So now, we're going to try and combine those first 2 steps. So as you push up, also bring forward that foot, and then just pop and twist, okay? Alright, so a couple paddles. Alright, now push up and bring that front foot up, and twist. Yeah, nice and low, nice and low.
Good job, guys.
Sweet. Yeah, looking good, guys. Alright, back down. So ready? Now it becomes one motion, okay? So as we push up, that front foot comes up, and then you're just going to keep the momentum going and land on both feet, okay? Alright, so let's get a couple paddles. And ready? Up. Yeah, right on. Nice and low. Good work. I like it. I like seeing everyone's personal surfer hands. It's like their own little signature. Like, we got the one here, we got a little pizza tamer, we This guy's got the gorilla arms, he's chilling. Very cool. Alright guys, so we're gonna do 2 more. This time I'm gonna just watch so I can make sure everything's happening real good, okay? Alright, so go ahead and get a couple of paddles. Paddle, paddle, paddle. And now pop up. Alright, right on. One thing we want to really make sure of is we're not using any knees, okay? So that's why we're doing that push-up right here. You don't want to let the knees touch because then the board's going to start wobbling and you're going to start balancing on your knees and that adds an extra step. So really make sure you open that upper body up so you can bring that front foot up underneath. Alright, last one. Back down. Alright, ready? Paddle, paddle, paddle. Keep paddling. Oh, keep paddling. Here comes the sick wave. Pop up. Yeah, right on. So the reason I gave you guys a little fake eye right there is if you jump up before you hear me say pop up and I go to push, it's like taking the rug out from underneath your feet, alright? Yeah, exactly. So we don't want to do that. So wait until you hear it when we're out in the water, okay? Now we're just, you know, making sure we're getting every wave. Alright guys, alright, follow me. I just gotta go over a little safety stuff before we down the boards, okay? So you guys want to listen up. I know it's a little bit boring, but it's very important while we're out there, okay? Especially on a little bit bigger days. Like today, we have some pretty radical waves coming through. Alright, so this is your surfboard. Every surfboard has pretty much the same shape and the same parts. So your tail, that's the back of the board. The nose, this is the front of the board. You have your fin. Sometimes they have 3, 4, 1. Doesn't really matter. That's how you track and get your drive in the water. But you never want to grab the board by the fins, okay? You always want to throw that fin back down in the water, even if it's the closest thing to you, and get up to this nose, alright? So after every wave, when you're first going out, you can drag the board by the nose. You just hold it right underneath your arm, so you can elbow through the wave, lift the board up and over the wave. But most importantly, it's in case the board happens to come out of your hands, which is alright, as long as you're holding it by the nose, because then it just goes behind you. It's forgotten about, okay? You never want to put the board in front of you, because now, if you turn and you're like, guys, I did it, but then the wave comes, hits the board, hits you, that's no fun. That hurt my neck just doing that. So you definitely don't want to do it when you're out in the water. Alright, so always up on the nose, and you just drive right through. And then even when you hop on your board, once you're paddling, same thing, you're just going to keep your nose pointing straight out, because these boards are designed to cut through the wave. So stay confident and just keep that nose pointing straight out. Even if there's a wave coming right at you, just stay on your board and paddle right through it and you'll be good to go. When you get scared and you start to turn, that's when you get caught sideways and you get rolled or anything like that, okay? It's just nose out all the time. You can cruise it. Be nice and safe. Also, at the end of the ride, say you've surfed it all the way in, congratulations, that's awesome, but it's super shallow, okay? So no diving, just like the shallow end of the pool. Belly flops, back flops, keep it safe, just fall shallow. You can even run off if you're right in the sand, but like I said, just no diving. And if you happen to fall off early, which is also totally fine, we're all gonna do it, we all still do it, then just as you're underwater, as you're coming back up, keep your hand over your head, kind of make like a helmet, because you don't know where that board might be. It might be right above you. It might have, jumped into the air because you might have nosed over or something. So just come up with your hand over your head, and you're like, oh, there's my board, and you're just good to go. But it's a good thing to remember. Need that helmet. Can you show me? Hand over the head? Yeah, just like that. That's an important one. All right, so 3 easy things, right? No diving, nose out, hand over head, protection. All right, sweet. So Dad, this is rock and roll, guys.